Well, hello everyone, and here it is, springtime in Texas, and man, it came quick. Seems like just yesterday we were freezing and having pipes busting and everywhere, and now we've got 70 and 80 degree days and grass going crazy. But the video here I've got is about this electric Ryobi mower. It's a 40-volt mower. We also have the 40-volt weed eater, and I'll do a video on that later. But if you got a gas mower and you've had it put up and you're basically sick and tired of messing around with cleaning carbs and adjusting the carbs and worrying about gas and ethanol and mixing stabilizers, you might look at these electric mowers. So that's what my wife did here. She got sick and tired of messing with the carbs and the gas and asking me to clean things up and fix things. So she's like, to heck with it, I'm just going to get something and throw a battery in it and start mowing. And she's right. You can just throw a battery in here and start get to it. There's a couple things with the electric mowers though. One thing is you got to deal with the batteries, which battery technology still isn't awesome, I guess you could say. You're going to get batteries that last you a season. Next thing you know, you're buying batteries again, because you charge them and then they start getting worse and worse and worse over time. You don't get as much charge. That's actually one of the problems we're having with this one here, is when we first got this and had a brand new battery in it, man, this thing did great. And now this battery won't quite do a whole yard anymore. So I'm actually going to buy some new aftermarket batteries to run it. They're not as expensive as the Ryobi batteries, and the reviews on them have been great. I'll put some links in the description. But what about this mower? Is it any good? Does it run well? And I gotta say, honestly, yes. I'm surprised at how well it mows the grass, and I'll give it a test run in just a minute. But it bags well. It's not just a mulching mower. You can use the bag, and we do use the bag. But anyways, you go into this thing and get the 40-volt battery. It just slips and slides in here. I've already put it in. But basically, you just get your 40-volt battery, make sure it snaps well, and then they have this little key. Now, I do take the key out. You close it. You're ready to go. Then, read the instructions. Every single time I use this thing, I got to read these instructions. Okay, so it's not like, basically you would think, hey, I'm just going to pull this handle down and hit that start button. Well, no. You got to hold the start button first. Then you pull back on the stick. There it goes. And let's go start with the strip. It mows pretty good. It's very lightweight, so it's pretty easy to push. One of the things, my wife hates about the gas mower, we have a gas mower that is not self-propelled. She won't even use it. She says it's too heavy, and without the self-propelled feature, it's just too hard to get pushing through the grass. Now, personally, I don't think that's the same problem with the electric one, but, it's not a whole lot more to get the self-propelled mower, and, there's a lot less on these mowers to mess up. So, if we were going to buy this electric, we got this electric one from a friend, but if we were going to buy a brand new electric mower, personally, I'd recommend the one that's self-propelled. But sometimes at the start of the season, like this season, I'm going to turn this off. You just let go of the handle. But you can see, it cuts the grass just as good as the gas mower does. When it comes to the actual cut, it's still got a decent blade in there and cuts fine. What I would say with this though, usually at the beginning of the season, I will cut lower than I normally do. It helps with dethatching the grass. You give it not a burn, but something close to a burn. And when you come back, you'll get rid of a lot of this, just the dead grass that's in there. It's the thatch, right? So you're dethatching it. Now, you can get a dethatcher and run it through your yard to get a lot of that up. Or you can get like a thatching rake, like a metal rake, and just get out here and get to it. But that's a lot of energy used on dethatching your yard, and I find just kind of scalping it a little bit and then letting the grass grow up does just as good. So I do recommend giving your your lawn a good thin mow the first time, and maybe the first couple times in the spring, to get that grass and the dead grass out of there so that the good healthy grass can grow through. But in general, I like the Ryobi mowers. And, you know, it's time. Yeah, I mean, it's time to go electric, but the batteries is the problem. So I don't know, I guess if you add it up with gas, you know, and all the mixers and all the other crap that you got to put in with your gas, you know, maybe buying new batteries every season isn't that big of a deal. But me personally, I want to get 3-4 years out of a battery. Maybe they've made these batteries better, but with this specific battery, I'm not getting more than 1 season out of them. But anyways, long story short, I do recommend these electric mowers. They're great. You know, you don't have to fight with them like you do with gas. They mow good. It bags well. It's quieter. Again, the battery's the situation here. Like I said, I don't know if you did the math, it may be worth it to buy a battery every year. But like I said, I'm going to put in the description links to aftermarket batteries. You don't have to pay $100 for one of these little batteries. I think you can get them for like $50 for an aftermarket battery that basically has the same lithium-ion cells in it. So yeah, I think they're good mowers. I really do. If you can keep the rats out of them, that's the other problem. So if you see another video, if you put these things in your shed or anywhere that you have mice or rats or whatever would go into the area where your mower is stored, they do like to get in here and chew up wires. So if you have that problem, check out my other video. I'll put also a link in this to that video about what they'll do when they get inside of these things. I mean, there's just a little electric motor in there and some wires. That's why they're so lightweight. You know, this is way more plastic than it probably needs to be, but this is what it is. But they get in there, they find a warm spot, and then they start eating your wires up. So definitely keep these in somewhere where you don't have a mice or a rat problem, maybe in a garage or maybe in a shed, as long as you have the appropriate treatments for mice and rats to get rid of them. But yeah, it's a good mower. Like I said, I have mine set up pretty high, and so it's easy to push. But you know, you may want to get the self-propelled one. If we were going to go buy this one today, we'd buy something just like this, but we would get the self-propelled version, mainly because if you protect these things, they can last for a really long time. Again, it's just the battery. So all right, thanks everyone. If you liked the video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Heck, hit the applaud button if you like it that much. Anyways, thanks everybody. Y'all take care.